Hello, I'm Douglas Stuart, the author of Shuggie Bain, and this is my new novel, Mungo, which I'm so excited to have translated into French. Mungo is the story of Mungo Hamilton, who is a 15-year-old boy living in Glasgow in the 1990s, and Mungo is on the brink of adulthood. He is caught in a dangerous place because his older brother is the leader of the local gang, and his sister also needs him to grow up really quickly. But he has broken two taboos where he has fallen in love with another working class man, but also Mungo is a Protestant and the man he falls in love with, James, is a Catholic. It's a novel told over two timelines, and one of the timelines takes place in Glasgow in the 90s, and then another timeline takes place in the beautiful Scottish Highlands, just a few months after the original timeline. Mungo is sent to the north of Scotland in order to escape the Grey City and to make a man out of him, to learn how to fish and to hunt and to camp. But it's a trip that will change everything in Mungo's life, and it will test everything about him, as all he really wants to do is return to Glasgow and return to James. Mungo is a book that is many things. It's a little bit of social commentary, it's a story about masculinity, about the limits of masculinity, about how men can ask each other to conform to a very narrow expression of masculinity. It is really, for me, a romance. It's a love story between two young men. And it's a little bit of a thriller too, with sort of some small flecks of horror. The camping trip where Mungo takes to the north of Scotland will be a trip that he's going to have to use all of his skills to survive. But what I'd wanted to do after Shuggie Bain was really to write this first love story between two young working class men. Because I think when love intersects with class, and it intersects with a place that isn't very open to young queer people, then I think that changes everything about love. And I don't think we have enough representation in literature of queer romance, but told through the lens of the working class filter. And so I wanted to write this story about these two young men who fall in love and who break all the rules within their community. I feel so lucky to be able to choose the covers for my novel, and I love this image. It's actually by a Canadian photographer called Kyle Thompson, and it's a self-portrait. I love the image of the young man submerging into a lake, and we're not quite sure what he hides, what lies below the lake, and I think it has quite a mysterious feel, which the novel should evoke. I also have another cover which is used in the United Kingdom, and it's the iconic Wolfgang Tillmans photograph called The Kiss. And it's a photo of two young men sharing a kiss, and it's been quite a controversial cover in the United Kingdom because it's such a bold representation of love. But I wanted for the cover of the novel to represent something queer, something that was very tender, that's really at the heart of the novel.